guys, today's episode is recorded straight from our podcast machine at Jay's End, so the audio may be a little different, but enjoy this week's episode. See ya! Get down and dirty disco with Rewind 80s Band Saturday the 28th of Feb at the Matthew Flinders Hotel. We'll be playing all the greaties from the 80s, Belinda Carlisle, Depeche Mode, Madonna, Cyndi Lauper, Duran Duran, Queen, In Excess, and many, many more. But get your tickets because I don't want to hear you because you've missed out on tickets. We'll see you soon, Saturday the 28th of Feb, the Matthew Flinders Hotel. There'll be a full array of committed 80s music fans. Come on down and meet some people, have a bit of fun and a bit of a boogie like the old days. See you then. Woo!
That's the way you do it. You play the guitar on the MTV. That ain't working, that's the way you do it. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Now that ain't working, that's the way you do it. Let me tell you, damn guys ain't dumb. Maybe get a blister on your little finger. Maybe get a blister on your thumb. We got to install microwave ovens, custom kitchen deliveries. We got to move these refrigerators. We got to move these color TVs. The little faggot with the earring and the makeup. Yeah, buddy, that's his own hair. The little faggot got his own jet airplane. The little faggot, he's a millionaire. We got to install microwave ovens, custom kitchen deliveries. We got to move these refrigerators. We got to move these color TVs.
Ooh, mooah. Fucking shut up!
Yeah, I know. I was sort of doing the same thing in my head.
Do you know what? It's a song that is very fucking clever. You cannot deny.
It really is.
Yes.
I love the riff. The riff. Part of me kind of like gets all excited when I hear it.
Yeah.
I just don't like them.
Yeah. Well, it's better than fucking twisting by the pool. But
Yeah, I guess so.
anyway, this is my little in the earring in the makeup, Jay Jovi.
Get away from her, you bitch!
You fucking slut. And on the other end of out the other side of town, guys, we've got Sammy Hart on.
Don't fuck with me, fellas! This ain't my first time at the rodeo.
That was funny. I love that line in the song, though.
Yeah.
So good.
We've had a lovely weekend, haven't we?
We have. Well, last week was shit, and then we both went away, and we had a great weekend in Queensland.
Yeah, two fantastic gigs. One in Cleveland, which is sort of on the coast from Brisbane, and then one down at Mudgeeraba, which is just sort of the foothills of the Gold Coast hinterland, sort of close to Robina, not far from. I was staying at Burleigh. You guys were staying at the Pines, weren't you?
Yeah, we were sort of 10 minutes away from there.
Very nice.
From Mudgeeraba, and we had a ball because I made it so that we went, that was our main where we stayed, so we didn't have to stay in Brisbane and then drive down. We left after the gig and drove back. So we had the whole day to sit by the pool, and it was really beautiful.
Yeah,
And I did
it was
feel
like the
really
weather was
refreshed.
absolutely stunning.
Oh, unbelievable. But the week before that, guys, we had the worst fucking week. A lot of you know, if you're Gen X, there's a given when you have to look after your older parents. And my dad on his birthday had a fall. He's fractured his hip, amongst other things, the poor thing. And today they're trying to make him walk, right? Because you need to keep them energetic, or otherwise it just takes them months to get over. So they went to make him walk today and he fainted.
Bugger.
Because they found a bleed on the brain as well. So it's all just happening. And this happened last week, and we've had 12 months of it with Dad, and I'd like to stay with my mum. But then the same day you SMS'd me and said that you had Leo looking after him.
We literally messaged each other at the same time with a different crisis.
Yeah.
Leo, a couple of weeks ago, Leo was at his cousin's place, and Leo's my son for sort of new people.
Yeah.
He ran into a glass door, which was excellent. And this was when we were in Tassie. Sort of all seems to happen when I'm away.
Yeah.
And then he sort of cried for a bit, and then he was fine. He's not a crybaby. He'll just sort of like have the initial bit of pain, and then he'll sort of suck it up. And then but he couldn't breathe. He couldn't breathe then for the next 2 weeks. And because he couldn't breathe, he couldn't sleep. And because he wasn't sleeping, it was really affecting his moods. And we were kind of losing him. Like, he was just grumpy, he was really irritable, really unpleasant, crying all the time. And we're like, this is fucking awful. Like, he's not enjoying his life. And so took him early for a scheduled specialist appointment. And the specialist freaked out and said, you got to get to the hospital immediately.
Oh, wow.
So what was just going to be a couple of hours off work for Mika turned into him being in ER all day.
Yeah.
And then he was booked in for surgery that night and went in had to go into general anaesthetic, and I was fucking shitting myself.
Yeah.
It all just happened sort of too quickly. And he had a massive sort of hematoma in his sinuses that was stopping him breathing. And they had to sort of drain it all, check that there was no cartilage damage. Thank God he was okay. And I was saying to Sammy before the show, just in the last couple of days, he's been sort of taking big breaths through his nose and going like, I can breathe. So, yeah, huge relief. And he's a lot happier. He can sleep. But, like, just a fucking stress. Like,
yeah.
You know, both of us, it was just awful.
And we were going away and, oh, my God.
And we're going away. This is the thing. We had to fucking get on the plane and everything. And sort of my family were coming with me because it was my birthday on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then there was all this fucking pressure. It was a weird – look, the gigs were the best thing about it. The gigs were the loveliest part of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not fun being away when you're going through shit. Like you really just want to sort of be dealing with it in your within your comfort zone and stuff. And it's very hard to go on stage fucking smiling and dancing and laughing and joking and stuff, and you've got shit going on in the
100%.
background.
Yep.
But then again, it was a nice sort of relief, like just for a little while.
Look, my dad's been sick for the last 12 months, and it's the only thing that keeps me sane is going on stage because you forget for a little bit,
Yeah.
And the thing that we're trying to say, guys, is we put an old episode up on YouTube and out because we just didn't have one ready to go, and you're eating it up anyway. It's going nuts on YouTube, and I just want to keep our numbers up. But thank you so much for the people that have been writing in about all the shows. We better do some shout-outs because these guys are just incredible, especially one dude.
Yeah, look, we've got to sort of bring this guy up. He's been very, very active and heaps of engagement on our social media. We're talking about Charlie Butters.
Charlie
Learned
Butters.
a lot about Charlie.
What a legend.
He said back in at the beginning of February, he said, "Oh my God, okay, I've been going through a bunch of old ones, and I just thought, what the heck?" And you read out my comment.
Yeah.
So he was sort of like listening to old episodes and must have listened to the new one, and we gave him a shout out from his comment. He said, "I didn't even think you'd see it.
Oh.
Loving your show, so laid back and fun.
do.
We'll be going off on this podcast." We said, "You're a legend, mate." He came back with the penis looks like a Labrador smiling.
Oh, that sounds like something I
was,
said.
I think it was you.
Yeah.
Episode 120, which was ages ago.
Yeah.
Network Stars. What was it called? It was called Network Stars fucking something. But episode 120, he said the penis looks like a Labrador smiling, which is totally a you quote. It's very much a you quote.
Absolutely. Very similar. Penis and a Labrador. But it's great to hear these things back because I remember a bit but not all of it, you know. So
I fucking put the microphone down and I've got no idea. Yeah. And then I will have people get in touch with me and say, "You said this on the show." Yeah. I'm like, "Oh, fuck, did I?" Like, your guess is as good as mine, mate. Brett Cracknell got in touch. Cracker. He said, "Where can I find the opening song Stranger Things Running Up the Hill mix? I love it."
Yes, it's great. Now,
is it what particular mix?
It was the electronic one. The very 80s electronic one that it was Running Up That Hill before we played Kate Bush. It opened the show. Anything you hear on the show, guys, or we talk about, there are notes on the actual podcast. So you just look under the notes.
Scroll right down.
That's right.
If you scroll right down, the notes are there for you guys.
Yeah, but I agree. That is a ripper version of Running Up That Hill. And thank you for listening, Cracker. You're such a legend. A lot of men on board, you know. We're mainly women, but these boys are going nuts for the 80s montage.
Yeah, that's right. Well, where there's pretty girls, the boys will fucking follow.
That's true.
That, you know?
That's true.
Then we've got Wendy Skoll. I think it's Skoll or Scholl perhaps, is a new subscriber on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey, Wendy.
How you doing?
Thanks for following.
Yes.
Good on you, Wendelin.
Fantastic.
We've got Kendall started following on Podomatic, which is fantastic. Good on you, Kendall. Maybe it's Kendall Jenner.
Could you imagine?
I think it might be.
Oh, I don't think it would be.
Oh, well, maybe she's turning a new leaf and doing something interesting, you know. Charlie Butters is back and he's commenting on episode 121, which is Songs About Dreams. And he said,
wow.
Hopefully very soon COVID will be a memory and we can just focus on World War III, you know.
That's a you comment. That's a you comment. That's too intelligent for me.
Fuck it out. Yeah, once again, your guess is
very
as good as mine.
funny. That's very funny.
Somebody came on board as a VIP Patreon, which is fucking fantastic, by the name of Home for the Elderly. Sort of like a bit of a sort of acronym that was challenging to read. We're going, who the fuck was this?
Yeah.
And then we were having a bit of a chat, and then it popped up. We're having a bit of chat via Patreon. And turns out it's fucking Charlie Butters.
Charlie Butters is a new Patreon.
He said, yeah, the knob quoting my fave line from your old episodes. I run a little shop. Now, this is really interesting.
Yeah.
I run a little shop from home on my days off from work. I'm a bartender. The shop I run, I sell old movies on Laserdisc, and it's called Home for the Elderly.
Wow.
Elderly is spelled LDLY, as in Laserdisc, LY. Home for the Elderly. I thought that was very clever.
Very clever.
And that sounds really fucking interesting, Charlie.
Yeah.
So it's old movies on Laserdisc. That's fucking great.
I reckon. Who would have a Laserdisc player, though? I probably know a few people with a Laserdisc. But they
it's a very good medium.
Oh, it is. And it's also a very... like having a Laserdisc. Like if you've got Madonna's first concert on Laserdisc, you've got it made. That'll be worth a fortune. Of the Virgin tour. I know that used to come out. In fact, Charlie, give us if you do have the Virgin tour on Laserdisc, let us know because that would be amazing. And
how do you get hold of the old movies, Charlie? That's what I want to know. Do you just sort of like pull them off?
Yeah.
Do you just like sort of rip them down off?
Sounds like he's pulling himself off.
On his days off.
Yeah.
And I also want to know, Charlie, about your bar, like where, is it worth sort of hearing about the bar? I love people that do bartending.
Yeah, I do too.
It's a dog of a job, isn't it? I did it for fucking years, mate.
Yeah. Well, he's in Perth. He's in Perth.
Sort of south of Perth or something. I said Perth, like a fucking Western Australian.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Home for the elderly. He also wrote a note on Patreon, and he said, I've done like 20 hours of your podcast.
Wow.
So it's the least I can do, like becoming a patron. Love your show. You're both awesome, fun people to listen to while working. All the best. You're a fucking legend, mate. So I just imagine you kind of like burning these laser discs at home, having a pull. It says it's an
Debbie does
online shop.
style.
Yeah. Oh, this makes sense now.
Right.
So it's got it's an online shop, but I live in the Nang capital of Australia. You know Nangs? You know what a Nang is?
No.
Nang's like a fucking whipped cream bulb, and the youngsters love them, and they sort of we. Fucking on our first investment home, I sound like a fucking snob saying that, but on our first investment home in Sunshine, now you know I'm not a snob. We put some boys in there who were in Micca's Footy Club, and they couldn't get a fucking lease anywhere else.
Right.
And we put them in there. They're really good tenants, but like they used to love the Nangs. They're little kind of like silver bulbs. They're like whipped cream bulbs. You get them from the catering shop and stuff. And so when on bin day, when they fucking pour out the recycling, you'd hear all these fucking metal, tiny little metal Nangs kind of falling out like bullets and everything. It was really revealing. And he said, the Nang capital of Australia is of course Mandurah, south of Perth. I'm not exactly sure how south of Perth that is. I'll have a look in a minute. He said, thank you. That's very kind of you. He said, let me know because I'd love to make a compilation request.
Oh, awesome.
I know you do Aussie compilation albums and I love listening to them. He said, okay, I have 3.
Yep.
Feel free to pick any of these. I'm happy with whatever you want to do. Should I say what they are or should we just do them as a surprise in a week or two?
Well, you can say what they are, but we're going to pick one as a surprise for Charlie.
Beautiful. So it'll be whichever's got the best music, basically.
Yeah, that's right.
One is Celebrate 88, which is tons of Aussie tracks.
Yeah.
Or maybe it'll be that one. It's huge, 84.
Amazing.
Peak 80.
Amazing.
And 87 Hits Out. I remember that one. So much cheese.
Hits out or
like
tits
the
out?
cheese.
Hits out.
Hits out.
Oh,
Hits out,
not tits
84.
out. Right.
No, but I think everybody would have got excited because they would have thought that the man said tits out.
That's right.
We're
definitely, we let our patrons do anything. So you guys, if you want to become a Patreon, it's as simple as – now what Charlie did though, which is I've got set up on the Patreon, is you can get a free Patreon week for 7 days where you try it out, you have a look at all the shows, and then you can work out whether you want to become a VIP Patreon, which is where you get the extra episodes. So you can try it before you buy it, and it's really only 15 Aussie dollars for extra episodes, and they're fun because we're so drunk.
Yeah, that's it. We always sort of do the Patreon episodes in the band room and we just fucking talk smack, mate, about all kinds of people and things.
Talk smack. There you go. Yeah. But there's our shout-outs for tonight. Now, the show tonight is really interesting. We're doing slogans of the 80s or campaigns, really. You know what I mean? A little bit of slogan.
Campaigns.
Just
sort
not
of
champagne.
Like quote unquote, like the taglines for different slogans, but also sort of just looking at the campaigns themselves. We always go off the tangent, so we just sort of it's in and around advertising, and because these things were really big, you were coming out of a time where print medium was the print media was the dominant medium. And so slogans were really important, but you had this mix of slogans and the really awesome visual ads. So the kind of awesome slogans that they were coming up with really burnt into your consciousness.
Yes.
So we're looking at some of the bigger ones. Some of them were sort of born right in the middle of the 80s, and then some started earlier than the 80s, but they were really prominent within the 80s.
They were. And you know what? A lot of the ones that you remember, the slogans and the campaigns, these products are still around. This is the thing, especially a couple. And so we've got a whole show of campaigns and slogans. You're really going to love the nostalgia of it because you wouldn't have heard a lot of these commercials, you know, and until when you were younger you would have heard them, you know. So the first one, Dire Straits, Money for Nothing, is about MTV. So MTV's slogan was, I want my MTV. And everyone would say
of the
it.
Fucking song.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that was their way of saying that rock stars or pop stars are just not fantastic musicians and they were just pretty boys with guitars. But look, it's always been the way, you know. And
that's right.
Dire Straits were seen as musicians as such. I mean, there was nothing attractive about Dire Straits. I know people love them, but the video was amazing. You had all the fluoro colours and everything. So when you got all the rock stars and the pop stars, they would say, I want my MTV. That was the slogan. And it stuck with everyone, you know?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It was a great tagline, you know.
God,
but sort of stars and celebrities feel like dicks recording that stuff.
Yeah, they do.
But the I Want My MTV one was like maybe like it was a little bit cool.
Yeah, it was.
But it's sort of it's a little bit it's a little bit childish. It's like a little kid like I want my MTV.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly right. It was like a kid. That's right, you know. And it wasn't a long one, so it was great for musos that forgot the lines, you know, because it was just I want my MTV. And they could, that's right, like Billy Idol and Cyndi Lauper. And it was just an interesting outtake and a really strong slogan. And, I mean, MTV has just shut down recently, so it worked.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, that's right.
MTV shut down because of the crap they were doing with reality TV. It should never have moved from music.
Yeah. They moved away from music and into fucking reality TV. So crazy.
Yeah. So we've got another one coming up now. This one, have a listen to this one. This is a classic Australian one.
The sun's shining down, so desperate to brown. But skin cancer isn't so hot, no it's not. So if you take a run or work in the sun, should you sizzle like a sausage? Most certainly not. Be especially careful about small kiddies. Just say these simple words. Slip, slop, slap. It sounds like a breeze when you say it like that. Slip, slop, slap. In the sun this summer, say, slip, slop, slap. Slop, slap. Slip on a shirt, slop on sunscreen and slap on a hat. Slip, slop, slap. You can stop skin cancer, slap. Slip, slop, slap. Slop, slap. It's so simple. Slip, slop, slap.
Slip, slop, slap. The cancer campaign.
Right.
Brilliant.
So Slip, Slop, Slap, it was they were trying to tackle just spiralling cases of skin cancer in Australia due to high sun exposure. And I mean, you know, in the 80s, you're coming out of the 60s and 70s where fucking people didn't even wear a hat.
No,
like,
they
people
didn't.
were just like brown, like leather, you know, and it just wasn't, you didn't necessarily wear sunscreen. Like you went out and you might put like coconut oil or something like that on to keep your body kind of moisturized, but like, oh, fuck. I mean, I know some old lifeguards and stuff. They never used to put sunscreen on.
Yeah.
They'd put fucking coconut oil on their body and then sort of go out and do their job.
Yeah.
And, you know, this was all sort of exacerbated, of course, by smoking as well. But along came Sid the Seagull, who was the mascot for the Slip, Slop, Slap campaign, And Sid the Seagull had a bit of a speech impediment.
Yes, that's
So it'd be
right.
like fucking ship, slop, slap.
Yeah.
I got a kid at school that's got that same. I'm desperate for him to say it.
There's
like the
always
slip, slop,
one.
slap.
Yeah.
Yeah. And slip, slop, slap was just like a bit of a mnemonic. Like everyone would remember it because it was tied to a song. And it meant slip on a shirt, slap on sunscreen and slap on a hat. Slip on a shirt, slap on sunscreen and slap on a hat. And that's all you had to do to kind of keep safe.
It worked on me. I remember being quite young and thinking, I've got to put sunscreen on because I wouldn't have thought of that. You know,
no.
These campaigns were fantastic.
Mum would just yell out, slip, slop, slap.
They would.
Don't forget.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Your parents would use these slogans, you know.
And because he was a cartoon, you were only too happy to do it as a kid.
Yes, that's right. And they really went for the kids because if you start the kids at the beach putting the sunscreen on, it'll go through. And I know it changed me. Especially when you went to Surfers Paradise, which we were at on the weekend. Hey to our Queenslanders listeners, thank you for listening. You put us in the charts. We have.
Have we got any banana benders?
We got any banana benders?
Write to us, guys, and we'll give you a shout out.
Absolutely. Leave a comment
I'm
on
a
YouTube.
Fucking banana bender.
Spotify.
I didn't claim myself as a Queenslander at those gigs.
Yeah, you didn't. We do at Cairns though.
Felt good to be. Amongst,
there are a lot of Melbourne people there, babe, that have moved up to Queensland.
That's it. Absolutely.
You know?
100%.
I had a lot of Melbourne
100%.
people go, oh my God, we've seen you in Melbourne and we were so excited when you were coming up to Queensland.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? It's a good place to live. It's a beautiful place to live.
It really is. And Cammy, our fill-in drummer, who lives on the Gold Coast, who we love. And we had a great time because we were like hanging out with Cammy and just fucking having a laugh. It was really nice.
That's right.
And he said, you know, Gold Coast is the Miami of Australia. It really is. It's it's that kind of retirement vibe where there's just this phenomenal quality of life. You know,
there's
a lot of Victorians, a lot of sort of defected Victorians and New South Welshmen up there.
Yeah, a lot of in the 80s it was a good place for the old Melbourne criminals to go, you know.
Oh, yes,
they used to head up there and start a business. But I loved it. I love it even more. The more I go up there, I love it.
Historically, the Queensland cops were quite corrupt.
Yeah,
so you could kind of go up there and
get away with
shit.
Yeah, totally.
Totally.
Yeah. But it reminds me of surfers because when we used to go onto the beach, the Slip, Slop, Slap campaign, which the government put money behind to make sure everyone was okay. I don't know whether they even do that stuff anymore, but the thing that we're looking at is the marketing and how people used to market stuff. It's a lot better than what it is today. Today it's just put it out on Facebook and just jam it down people's faces. But they actually thought of the campaign and they sat in an office and they were given these ideas and they went, that's the idea. And a lot of them are just timeless, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Slip, slop, slap.
Now, look, very, very effective campaign and it really did have a massive, massive effect on skin cancer rates.
Yeah, it did, 100%.
Huge drop.
Yeah. So here's another one. This is another slogan that we love. Here we go.
We're happy little Vegemite, we're bright as bright can be. We all enjoy our Vegemite for breakfast, lunch and tea. Our mummies say we're growing stronger every single week because we love our Vegemite. We all adore our Vegemite. It puts a rose in every cheek. It puts a rose in every cheek. It puts a rose in every cheek.
Vegemite, the delicious spread, provides the vitamin B1 your family needs daily. Be sure you put Vegemite next to the pepper and salt whenever you set the table.
This is our product of Australia.
We're happy little Vegemites,
That's
guys.
right. couple of things there that were interesting.
That's right. It's sort of entered the Australian vernacular to say, oh, yeah, she's a happy little Vegemite now.
Yes.
Fuck it, hell.
Yeah.
It's so Aussie, isn't it? It's fucking ridiculous.
And I remember as a kid thinking vitamin B. I should eat it because of the vitamin B. For some reason, vitamins start to come a bit important in your sort of early teenage years as well.
Yeah. It's very rich in vitamins.
Yes.
It's very rich in vitamins. I'm not 100% sure of the early origins of Vegemite. I mean, it is a sort of it's a vegetable stock. It's like a rendered vegetable stock, which is why it's sort of that dark, that really dark colour. It's like really rendered down. And it's also why it's very salty as well. But yeah, it's veggie stock basically, and it's full of vitamins and stuff.
Yeah.
And that slogan, I think they began advertising in 1954.
Yeah.
And this is where the really catchy jingle has come from. And they used it a lot in the 80s, and they used to play it with like crackly music and everything to honour the fact that it was like from the 50s.
That's right.
But it was, absolutely massive. I remember that they used to play kind of black and white footage, and they'd colorise it and everything.
That's
in the
right.
80s.
Yeah, the rosy cheeks.
Yeah, remember that?
Your rosy cheeks. It's a Kraft product. So Kraft did cheeses and cheese spreads, and then they came out with this. I'm sure it's Kraft. Came out with Vegemite, and I think the factory was somewhere New South Wales somewhere, and you drive past it where they made it.
There's one in Port Melbourne.
Yeah,
There's
right.
one in Port Melbourne as well.
Yeah.
And just if you're heading into the city from the western suburbs, and you've just crossed the Westgate Bridge, when you're sort of landing in Port Melbourne, you get the big waft of Vegemite. You're like, oh, fuck, what's that?
Because it's
really
yeast.
Nice.
It's yeast as well. So it's a bit I mean, a lot of overseas people don't know how to sort of eat it.
I always used to think it was my mother-in-law's infection rising up, and that's what I could smell.
Yeah. No, not that bad, but it was very yeasty and very I love it on toast with hot butter. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It was a Saturday morning
I
cartoon thing for me because I had to
have
have
it most mornings. I
really,
fucking love it.
We weren't allowed to have it every morning. We had breakfast cereal every day, but on the weekends we were allowed to have Vegemite on toast, and I'd put cheese on top and melt it, and it was just incredible.
Oh, it's great with cheese.
Watch the cartoons, in the morning, and then sounds and all that stuff. So there you go. Happy little Vegemites. That's a great slogan, and still a product around now. Still
Going
around.
from strength to strength. I just love it.
Absolutely. And our next one, here we go. This one's a ripper as well.
Big one with the kids.
If your nuts aren't being nibbled, it's probably because they're not nobbies.
Are these nobbies nuts? No.
People prefer nobbies nuts because of the quality and freshness that comes with every pack. And just look at the choices.
Are these nobbies nuts? Yes.
People who really know nuts nibble nobbies, the quality nuts.
Nibbles nobbies nuts. Classic slogan.
Before Nobby nibbles yours. That was always people would add on. Can you remember that? Nibble Nobby's nuts before Nobby nibbles yours?
No.
Yeah,
I know my dad used to say it whenever he saw a nut in a restaurant. Nibbles Nobby's nuts. And it's nothing. It wouldn't survive in today's advertising campaigns.
No. I mean, they're being
go near it.
very obviously filthy.
Yeah, of course they are.
It's like barely hidden what they're saying.
Yes.
Nobby's Nuts was founded in the 50s by a guy called Max Noblet, and his nickname was Nobby.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until they started advertising it in Australia in the 80s, and Nibble Nobby's Nuts was the big slogan. Slogans were huge in the 80s. Like you would have, because advertising really boomed, you would have all these kind of like think tanks where you'd have all the advertising execs in around a fucking boardroom table.
That's right.
And look, quietly, 9 times out of 10, they'd be sort of high on coke, and they'd just be
drinking
they'd
a
just be
JD.
like spitballing. Yeah, they'd just be like brainstorming ideas and throwing stuff on the board, like collaborating basically.
Yeah.
And just like getting pissed and going mental and seeing what they could get away with. And you can really get a sense that Nibble Nobby's Nuts is like coming from that vibe. Like,
totally.
Getting really naughty, thinking, can we get away with this? And it's like, well, we actually can.
Yeah.
You know, in the 80s you could.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Now, and in the commercial, they're at a bar, like a nightclub bar, and I remember going into venues or restaurants where people wouldn't eat the nuts unless they were nobbies. They'd go, "Are they nobbies nuts?" And it was just such a strong campaign that old men would go, if it's not Nibble Nobby's Nuts, it'd be the cheaper brand, or whatever. I can't even remember another brand of nuts, really.
Well, it was an Aussie brand. It was an Aussie brand, and like a lot of peanuts and stuff were coming from Asia.
Yeah.
And so, Nobby's Nuts, they were Australian, and they were so fucking good.
Yeah, they were.
Beer nuts in a pub.
Yes.
Like beer nuts in a pub where it's still got the fucking... It's still got the fucking peanut covering on it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like the skin.
Yeah.
And they're just so fucking moreish and bad for you. You can feel your arteries hardening up with every fucking mouthful, but they're so good with beer.
And the packets were great too. It was the first time we'd seen nuts in a little
foil.
packet. The foil, and you'd open it up and you didn't even want to share them. They were so yummy.
Nah,
and
just
they had
special. They were the perfect
cashews
size
as well. They were beautiful.
That's it. Yeah, absolutely.
But look, they were a healthier alternative than eating a nut, someone else's nuts. But
I guess so.
You know what I mean? But the sexual content in advertising in the 80s, we should really look at that as well, because remember commercials like, I'm wearing no knickers, and then she bends over with her bum. Like, that was amazing. And the 80s was just not precious. It wasn't.
No.
We just laughed. We had a laugh. You had a laugh.
Yeah, we did have a laugh.
Now we're just way too serious. And how's it all going for you, people? Is it working?
Yeah.
No.
I had a bit of a sort of fucking rise up with a staff member this week.
Ooh,
because
rise up.
Not in a good way, but like I had no idea. I'm not joking, right? I am not joking.
Yeah.
I had no idea, because I was talking about a previous colleague who's an actor, and I said that she's a primordial dwarf. And this person in my team got really offended. They said, "Oh, you can't use that term anymore." And I said, "No, but she is. She's a primordial dwarf." And they had this other big wave of offence. And this person sort of in their early 20s, and I said, "Look, what am I saying wrong here?"
Yeah.
They said, "You can't say dwarf. You can't say the word dwarf." No, they said, "You can't say the D word." And I said,
D-word?
"Sorry, are you referring?"
Can't say dick.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm like. I didn't say fucking dick in my head.
Right.
I said, sorry, but are you talking about dwarf? And they were getting like
Upset.
exacerbated with me, like,
Really?
"Oh my God, he said it again," kind of thing.
Fucking hell.
And like I've said the bloody N word or something.
The
And
C
then
word.
I mean, later I did say the N word, but
What's the M word? Muff?
The N word.
Oh, the N word.
No.
Oh.
Yes.
Sorry, I thought you said M for muff.
No.
Told her she had a
No.
big muff. Shut the fuck up.
Oh God. No. So and I said like the dwarf. I'm possibly gonna get in trouble for saying it here, but I had no idea, because this person, it was probably, I don't know, 15 years ago that this person had introduced themselves to me and said, "I am a primordial dwarf."
Right.
Like they just thought they would broach the elephant in the room, or, the opposite of the pun there, as being sort of opposite of an elephant.
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, I'm sorry, but what are you meant to say?"
Yeah.
And they said, "You're meant to say a person with dwarfism."
Oh,
and
my
I said,
God.
oh, right. I said, so dwarf is bad, but a person with dwarfism is good.
Really?
And I could not work out for the life of me the difference.
Yeah.
And then, because they're all getting fucked off with me. And I'm like, I was getting fucked off with them, like going, aren't we all adults here? I'm trying to clear something up. Can we fucking be adults and have an adult fucking conversation?
No, they can't.
For 2
They
seconds?
can't. They get all toddler.
I'm not trying to be offensive.
Of course
I'm
not.
trying to get to the bottom of the logic of why this term has fallen out of favour. And somebody explained it to me, and they said the big thing is there's a move away from first-person branding where you say that person is an Aborigine or that person is a dwarf or that person is a. You don't say that person is a something. You say they are a person and they live with dwarfism or they are of Aboriginal background. So you say they are a person first, and then and so then I understood the logic. But like, fucking, it just sent me on this big thing of like, I was not. There are moments where wokeism really just fucking hijacks us from being able to speak about something.
And you know
I was
what?
not using it offensively as a barb to hurt somebody.
I'm
I
offended
was using it as a term that had been introduced to me within
from that
my
person.
life.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, look, the world's
there you
going
go.
nuts. And the thing is, calling someone a person before you call them Mauritian or something is kind of really fucking stupid, because what are you saying? And we've got to bring it to the point that they're a person before their culture or,
I mean, come on. Are we fucking children? I don't know.
Do you think that American cunt's fucking worried about that shit? Nah. Right?
No.
This is the thing. We've got these people saying you must do it this way. There must be a rule book somewhere they're all reading, blah, blah, blah. But then he comes out and goes, fucking Mexicans, bloody, and no one's saying anything. You know?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
and then Pauline fucking Hanson comes out this week and says Trump's followed her lead.
I heard her say that, the fucking
What
idiot.
a fucking dickhead.
Fucking delusions
and the thing
of
is,
grandeur.
the ones that are winning are actually the ones that aren't taking those rules, because it looks like they're taking a risk. Oh, look out, you know. But I'm not
talking
into
about fucking divisive topics. Did you watch the Bad Bunny Super Bowl at all?
I didn't.
No,
I didn't.
It's on
because I had my
YouTube.
dad in hospital. I've just been in hospital. That's all.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah. Look, it's understated. It's not like a big Michael Jackson thing. Yet he is the most watched Super Bowl halftime show in history.
Of course so.
Something beat Michael Jackson, beat Kendrick Lamar from last year and wherever it was. And biggest one by hundreds of thousands. And
who in their right mind is happy with the way Americans been run? No one.
Yeah.
So they're just going to watch the show, and they just brought it on, didn't they, with all the different nationalities and stuff. And the thing is, I don't get the fact that he brings all this shit up when his wife's got a movie out and she's come from another country. Like, I'm not understanding why there's so many different rules for him and everyone else.
But, I mean, I wonder what the fucking box office is.
Oh no,
on
2
the
tickets that she
wife's
sold.
doco.
2 tickets she sold.
You know,
Yeah.
like who is going and watching that?
What the fuck? I feel sorry for her.
Come on,
Jesus. I mean, when she
Get
inherits
out
all
of
his
it.
money, she's going to go out with the biggest fucking bombshell, I can tell you now. She's going to make
She'll
up for
wait
that.
until he's out of office,
Absolutely.
and she will fucking take him. Mate.
She will. But all
I mean,
right.
that's if she doesn't get bumped off, but fucking whatever.
Yeah, well, that's true too. You got to be careful with that shit. All right, the next one we've got now, here it is.
6 eggs, large loaf, tin of Heinz beans. 6 loaves, large egg, tin of Heinz beans. 6 tins, large. There was something else. I know there was something else.
Just what we wanted.
Thanks for giving us Heinz beans. Thanks for knowing what beans mean.
Thanks, Mum.
Beans means Heinz.
Beans means Heinz. Sorry, I've got my
Beans means
Yes.
Heinz. Yeah.
I love it.
And it just sort of rolled off your tongue, didn't it?
It did. Beans means Heinz. Yeah.
Mm.
And the brand was Heinz, and it was all working.
But Heinz and like canned food like was huge, you know.
Yeah.
Like canned food was really big in earlier generations, but then it was kind of falling out of favour a little bit. And so you would get a lot of advertising for canned food in the 80s because they were really sort of trying to push it.
Yeah.
Canned food is a very good thing to sell because it doesn't go bad. It stays sort of good in the can for ages and ages. Popular, convenient, all of that. Packs really well.
And it's cheap.
You know, yeah, it's cheap. It's easy to market. And so the Beans Means Heinz campaign was, very popular. I think the phrasing Beans Means Heinz came out in the 60s,
Yes.
but very popular in the 80s.
Still around. Heinz is still around.
Yeah.
Now, apart from that, it's very good for you. So
gotcha.
those beans are incredible for high cholesterol and anything that you need. And I try and have them every week because just on toast, and they're beautiful. Yeah. They're really lovely. And it's something that they really didn't have to push with a huge campaign, but it worked. And the kids started eating it, you know, and then we got the alphabet Heinz and the soups and all that stuff.
Leo
you know?
goes mad for that shit.
Really?
Oh, he goes mad for that shit. They and very very strategically, Heinz and companies like that. I don't know what brand sent it to the fucking childcare, but Leo's childcare sent something like 200 cans of this like letter pasta.
Yeah.
Canned fucking Heinz pasta or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Heinz or fucking whatever it is, but like in like alphabet pasta, and the kids are going fucking mad for it.
Absolutely.
You can't walk past this big pile without the kids wanting a can and everything. And it's like Leo's begging me for it and jumping up and down, getting all excited as I'm serving it, and I'm thinking like, mate, it's not even that good. And I serve it up and
It's not either.
He fucking wolfs it down. He just loved it.
And you know,
he was just like caught up.
They never used to do that in the 80s, send cans to the kids. You weren't manipulated like that, you know. But nowadays that's what they do is they don't advertise. They just send a shitload of cans, and they know that when those kids go to the supermarket, you're going to get more cans of that stuff. So they make their profit back through that.
Yeah.
Very clever.
Exactly.
You know,
cost of living, fucking anything cans.
Does
you'll be
he
like,
bring the
fuck,
can
great.
home from school, does he?
He was so excited.
Yeah.
I think he saw them being brought in. He's a real, like, he doesn't miss a thing. He saw them being brought in and he's just thinking, fucking that's all right, because it's all like coloured labelling and all of that shit.
Yes, right.
What could that be? And he can read a little bit. I think he might have worked out that it was like, like letter alphabet pasta.
Yes.
But the fact that it was in a can, oh my God!
Right.
You know, that was we're used to boiling our pasta up and all of that.
Yeah,
He
well,
just
that's
couldn't
right.
believe
You
it
have
was
good
already.
food. That's right. I mean, you are getting a bit of the tin taste with the tin. That's the only thing I don't like.
Yeah,
but
and that
incredible.
strange fucking tomato sauce sort of that they've got in there.
Yeah,
it's
I don't mind
what
the
fuck
tomato
is that?
sauce.
Yeah, right. I do. I sort of you can get different ones where I'm like, oh no, I like this one, but the real old school kind of baked beans, I can't quite do it. Yeah. As a kid, I used to absolutely hate it. As an adult, I'll eat things just for the nutritional value. Like I'll just be like, oh yeah, fucking, it's good for you. I'll eat it. Yeah. You know. But as a kid, I was just like, oh no, baked beans.
Yeah, no, I didn't like them. Oh, I used to have them in Jaffas, like put them in the Jaffles or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah,
They
Jaffles,
were
they're
yummy,
fucking
yeah,
great.
beautiful. But we never really, I mean, baked beans, sardines in a can are very good for your body as well, which, believe it or not, you wouldn't think. But those sardines, man, they're really good for your brain.
Oh,
and
very good for
everything.
your omega-3 and all of that.
Absolutely. So anyway, we
Yeah.
better get on to the next one. Now, this is one of yours,
Did we
which was
skip
great.
one?
I did. I'm doing it now. We
Okay,
didn't.
beautiful.
I just put it in the wrong. It didn't record the first time. I was so upset. But here we go. This one's a ripper for Aussies. They'll remember this one.
Sail, 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 sail.
Print, 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 print.
Swim, 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 swim.
Skate, 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 skate.
Talk, 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 talk.
Shoot, 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 shoot.
Ski, 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 ski.
Twang, 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 twang.
Walk, walk, walk. Walk, walk.
Go, 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 go.
Go, gallop, run, shuffle.
Jump, giggle, cycle, hit.
Sway, wriggle, paddle, sit.
Hop, tickle, hurdle, hit.
Stretch, 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 stretch.
Sit, 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 sit.
Trot, 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 trot.
Splash, 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 splash.
Hit, 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 hit.
Bounce, 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 bounce.
Bounce, bounce, bounce.
Play, 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 play.
Be in it today. Live more of your life. Be in it, yeah.
Life Be In It commercials.
Life Be In It. And Life Be In It was Norm.
That's
Norm
right.
was bloody massive.
He
and I mean,
was. Big
not
beer
just
gut.
popularity, he was a fat cunt.
Yeah.
And
so how does
it-
your mate want to say that? That person is a fat cunt? Is that how we say it properly?
Well, I eventually said, "What do you meant? You know, what do you call them?" And they said, "Oh, you meant to say of a short stature." And I pissed myself laughing.
Oh my God.
I said, "That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous."
Brown nose.
Anyway, you would say Norm is of
Obese.
yeah, he's a fat cunt. Anyway,
We had a lot of
Life Be In
fat
It was
cunts in the
really-
80s. We
You
did have a lot of fat
No,
cunt
you
in the
really
80s.
did. Now it started. Life Be In It started. It was started by the Victorian government.
Yes.
And it started in 1975, and they just started it in Victoria, and it was just to sort of promote people getting out the door and just being a little bit more active, like getting out and having a walk.
Yeah. Bike.
Not sort of going to pot so quickly after sort of getting married and having kids and getting a beer belly and all of that.
Watching the TV.
Actually getting out and be active, like watching what you eat and just keeping active, really.
And that's all we do nowadays is watch fucking
that's right.
TV and sit down.
Yeah, absolutely. The 80s was really the decade where fitness and having an active lifestyle really turned around.
Yeah.
Like you were not sort of expected to go to the gym regularly in the 70s, but after the 80s you really were. Like it was like, get to the gym. That was a thing. Only bodybuilders sort of weightlifted and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like, you know,
If you
you
did
were
it for
expected
sport,
to get in and have muscle tone and shit. But it did really well in Victoria. They measured something like a 35% reduction in obesity levels, which was just massive.
Yeah.
And then so they spread it throughout Australia. And they did something really smart, which was like link it right up to the Olympics. So it was almost like, all you got to do is get your fat ass off the couch and go for a walk.
Yeah.
But who knows how far you can take that? You can actually become athletic and then become competitive, and this can take you all the way up to the Olympic Games. So they sort of widened the scope of where you could go with it, and it was really inspiring. It was it's such a fucking great ad.
It just reminded me when you said sport and the Olympics. Have you watched the Channel 2 Yvonne Goolagong movie?
No, I haven't watched that yet, but it looks great, doesn't it?
Great. It's fantastic.
Fantastic.
And
nice.
It's really inspiring because, she's just such a great person. And the movie, it was really well done. And I watched it twice. I was obsessed because I loved her as a kid. I loved her as a tennis player. I just thought she was amazing, and she comes out at the end as herself now, but she had a pretty tough upbringing. It was when management sort of started to take advantage of her as well, and there was always an asshole around, and it explains that. But, yeah, the thing is, you're right, though. Once you start exercising, which was what they really wanted to do through this ad campaign, was start you off in maybe having a walk and a jog, and then the next minute you feel the difference in your body, and you become a little bit obsessed, and then people were starting to do competitions and stuff like that.
Enter into half marathons and just get out there and do shit. And the whole kind of like tune was like, be in it today, live more of your life.
Yeah.
You were meant to sort of be getting more out of your life.
That's right. And they had
Norm
T-shirts
was very
and
popular. Norm was, that's right. They had T-shirts. Norm was voiced by Max Gillies, famous kind of satirist and comedian.
Yep.
And Norm was like, he was meant to represent like your normal kind of Aussie dad.
Yeah.
Sitting down watching the cricket all summer, drinking beer,
That's right.
And I forget what the wife's name was, but she used to come in like, oh, Norm, can you do this? Oh, yeah, I'll just have another tinny. Can you get us a tinny?
Yeah.
Why don't you get it yourself, you fat cat? She wouldn't go
come
that
on
far,
with her aerobics gear on, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And she was sort of getting out there and trying to motivate him.
Mm.
Yeah, that's right. Good on her.
Which
I forget what her name was, though.
I don't even remember, but Norm
I think you
was
just call
very
her Dal,
good.
remember? And
Dal,
that's
right,
Can you get us another tinny?
Dal, you're lovely. Unreal.
Yeah.
So there you
Dal,
go.
come and sit on this.
Now, this one's another one of yours, and it's a ripper. This product is still out as well. Here we go.
It makes a baked potato a real congratulator, and just a dash can make the mash a smash. It gives the cauliflower its very finest hour, and even beans get keener in a flash. It gives a zing to everything, I'm told. It's the reason why the crumpet's got the holes. Oh, it gives the humble pumpkin a taste that's really something. It's always number one upon a scone. It makes the things you're frying so very appetizing. It's been mentioned Frenchman Daubert on croissants. And of course it's nice to hear the family say, gee, you ought to be congratulated. Most definitely, you really ought to be. You ought to be congratulated.
So if you brought Meadow Lee, you ought to be congratulated because you brought it home to the family, and it's lovely.
Yeah.
How good are the jingles, though? You can hear the voices, you can hear their live instruments, bass and drums.
A lot of work went into them.
A lot of
consideration.
Yes.
And this was dreamed up. This came out of the 70s as well, I think, 75. And this came from an advertising company called Mojo, which stood for the surnames of Alan Morris and Alan Johnson. So it was Morris and Johnson Mojo. Mojo advertising was huge. They were really popular with a lot of jingles. And the way that they came up with "You Ought to Be Congratulated" was because not too many things rhymed with polyunsaturated. They rhymed polyunsaturated with congratulated.
Yeah.
And so they made it about the mum going and doing the shopping and bringing the margarine into the house. So she's doing a good thing.
Yes.
She's doing a good thing. And like they're getting right in there. Like the psychology of it is just fucking genius.
It is.
Like
100%.
getting right in there and saying mum should be congratulated because she's out there buying the
best products.
The best product that's going to save everybody. Because it was all about reducing cholesterol. They just worked out that fucking, there was a lot of trans fats in butters and stuff like that, and people were eating sort of all like greasy meats and all of that kind of thing. We've since found out it's a bit more complex than that, like there's sort of good cholesterol and bad cholesterol and that kind of shit. But so margarine was going to be the big way, and cutting out butter. It did take me, being a sort of child of the 80s, it did take me a long time to start having butter again and not feel guilty about it.
Yeah, right.
Because you're told it's the kind of like the devil. You're told that it's the worst thing that you can have.
Yeah, no. I started taking butter again after I left home because it was something that was used with salt and stuff, and I just felt better about eating butter.
Yeah.
But I don't really eat that much of it anyway. But I can tell you this product has absolutely still on the supermarket shelves today, and people still buy it. Like I'll go to my parents and I'll open the fridge and there'll be a Meadow Lee bloody thing there, and it's exactly the parents of the 80s, the boomers that are boomers now, are still using the same faithful products because of the jingles and seeing the ad on TV. It's phenomenal. And I don't think people go to uni now to do, marketing, and they're nowhere near as good as what they were in the 80s.
I know,
like,
right?
What are you
so it's
marketing,
sort of like, Yeah, it's like all the data and all the algorithms and whatever, they are not as effective as these slogans and jingles.
It's all word of mouth.
That came from people just spitballing ideas and brainstorming.
That's right. And even now, even with algorithms and stuff like that with Facebook and blah, 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 it really is still a stronger word of mouth in the real world. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, for sure.
Having a business that people talk about is a lot stronger than, putting it in people's faces all the time,
Yeah.
And just an amazing concept, you ought to be congratulated. Giving it to mum, giving it up to mum.
Yeah.
This one's one of my favourites. My dad used to bring it up all the time, and we'll have a listen to it now.
Cut! Nice one, Jack.
Good bit of riding. What do you have?
I have a Clayton's and dry, thanks. Plenty of ice.
The drink you have?
When I'm not having a drink.
Reckon you can handle the river crossing?
I'll be ready.
Clayton's and dry, Jack.
Oh, better have a double scotch, too, for the horse. Clayton's, the drink you have when you're not having a drink.
There you go. Clayton's was non-alcoholic. Was that the story?
Yeah,
Right.
it was.
Yeah.
Non-alcoholic bevies are very big now.
They are.
Very big now.
They weren't then, though.
No, they weren't. And it was sort of, you were not trusted if you didn't go through the motions of having a drink with everybody. So this was the sort of solution so that you could at least be seen to be having a drink in your hand.
Yes.
It made people very uncomfortable if they were all like having a drink and possibly getting half cut, and there's somebody standing there and they're not drinking.
Yeah.
So at least having that, it took a little bit of the it just shows you how much of a drinking culture we've got here in Australia.
Yeah.
But look, to be honest, I kind of really, it's taken me a long time to get over not trusting people that don't have a drink. And I'm much more, I get a sense of relief when I find out that somebody enjoys
a drink.
Having a drink. Yeah, I do.
It's weird, isn't it?
I can't help it.
They're like control freaks that, But Clayton's, the drink you're having when you're not having a drink. That was a great slogan. I love it. And I lived in Clayton.
It led to the term, I remember, and I never heard of this. It led to the term a Clayton's relationship. Can you remember that?
Wow, no.
Can you remember that?
I know a few of them.
Clayton's relationship was a relationship
you're having when you're not having a relationship.
No, you didn't have sex.
Oh.
So, it was just we just had
the
a
relationship
Clayton's
you have when you're not having a drink.
Yeah. I remember somebody sort of brought that up. I was like, what the fuck is that?
I've never heard that.
Yeah, and then they had to explain the background, and I was like, oh, okay, oh, fuck, okay. So there you
Wow.
go. Clayton's and tonic, thanks.
Interesting though, because it was Jack Nicholson, not Jack Nicholson, sorry. Jack was on the ad. What's his name?
Jack Thompson.
Jack Thompson, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it? I'll double check. Jack Thompson, that fucking old school fucking
he was an old
Aussie
cowboy.
actor.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Very
And like
Aussie.
an old hornbag.
Yeah. big sort of washed out blonde thing.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
beachy kind of, I'll stick it in you.
Yeah. All right,
He's
your horse.
85 now, still going, old Jack
he
Thompson.
is. I saw him on something not long ago. I can't remember what it was, but he's still the same. Oh, I know he was on that bloody show with that comedian that's got his own show that I think they've axed. Fuck, we're good with names today. I'm just great with names today. But anyway, yeah, Jack Thompson, that's right. Yes. So there you go. All right, we got one more, which is, we got a couple of more, but we might make this our last one because we're running out of time. This one's very Aussie, and I heard it on a podcast the other day and I went, oh, my God, we need to use this. And I'm pretty sure it's about Holden cars, but have a listen.
Australia, what's your favourite sport?
Football.
Snack?
Pies.
Animal?
Kangaroos.
And what's your favourite car, Australia?
Holden.
Let me see, that's football, meat pies, kangaroos and Holden cars, huh?
Right.
Well, you sure sound like Australia to me.
We are.
Well, then you better tell me again, because I just might forget.
We love football, meat pies, kangaroos and Holden cars. Football, meat pies, kangaroos and Holden cars.
That's football, meat pies, kangaroos and Holden cars.
Football and meat pies, kangaroos and Holden cars.
I think you better tell me again.
We love football, meat pies, kangaroos and Holden cars.
In case you're wondering, this commercial is brought to you by football, meat pies, kangaroos, and Australia's own car.
They go together underneath the southern stars. Football and meat pies, kangaroos and Holden cars.
Makes sense to me.
Football, meat pies, kangaroos.
There you go. It cuts off a bit abruptly, but what a great slogan.
Football, meat pies, kangaroos and Holden cars. You couldn't get kind of more Aussie than that. You know,
Amazing.
like that was the whole message. If you wanted to be a true Aussie, that was the formula.
That's right. And going to the footy, yeah.
Yeah, all of that.
Sorry,
shit.
they said that.
The old voiceover bloke there. I love how kind of it's all kind of Aussie and everything, but he sounds so sort of buttoned up.
Yes.
The voiceover guy, like football, meat pies. He sounds sort of like all fucking like proper. His name was Ken Sparks. That old guy. Yeah, he was like a radio presenter, like really
he'd
popular radio
be on 3AW
presenter.
or something with our old mate, you know.
Yeah,
Proper, which is great.
He only died a couple of years ago.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's a great ad.
Yeah.
Really good ad. And I'm pretty sure they're trying to sell cars, but I could be wrong. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember it, football, meat pies, you know, I loved it, you know. And a lot of these jingles people would be going around the house singing. It was just something. I sing everything anyway. I'll say something, then I'll sing it after I've said it. And it drives Matty crazy, but I get that from my old man. He says something and then he'll sing it, and he'll make his own song up. Like we're a little bit crazy like that. But it's the song. Having to sing something is a lot easier to remember than it is to talk.
Oh yeah,
it.
100%.
And that's the thing about these jingles as well, is that you can remember the singing and the melody. It's like if you want to sing in another language, it's easier to sing in another language through song, you know. So it's a really good medium for people to remember as well.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely.
But there you go.
Yeah, very good way of advertising. Very smart.
Write in if you have any favourite Aussie slogans or any product slogans. If you've, you know, like you guys have been so great. You know, you can do it on
This could
YouTube.
easily go to part 2, but I just want to hear from you guys because there will be heaps of slogans from the 80s that we haven't thought of.
Well, absolutely.
We definitely want some engagement from you guys and for you to share what you think, and we'll make a show out of it because we could keep going and going, but what are the ones that are special to you guys? We want to know.
Yes, absolutely. All the Gen Xers, tell us what you remember, like absolutely changing the way you thought about a product.
Yeah.
And there was so many. And nowadays, I'm not sure whether we're that clever in advertising, you know. With the woke movement, what do you do?
Or just
you know?
organic. It just doesn't feel the same.
No.
Like it just doesn't feel like it's got spirit in it. You know what I mean? There was an art form to advertising in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of it was tits and ass and everything, but there was just a soul to it. There was a spirit to it.
Yeah.
There's just sort of, I don't know, there's something sort of cold about advertising these days.
Yeah, you don't connect
because
with
it's all kind of it's all kind of algorithm based.
Yeah, that's right.
Not the same.
No.
It's not the same.
That's right. Well, there you go, guys. That's our show for another week.
Good on you for listening. Thank you very much. Right in the middle of our big busy patch. Good on you guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging in there. Please like, share, rate and review, guys. Give us the 5 stars. Write to us on all the social media platforms. But if you write to us on those podcast platforms, like we're in the comment section, it actually helps with the algorithm. We're talking about algorithms tonight.
Yeah.
Helps with the algorithm and it pushes us up the charts. It's really effective in getting us a really high charting position. Write us a comment section, especially our new listeners from Queensland.
Yeah.
Maybe you're from Cleveland. Maybe you're from Mudgeeraba. Who knows?
Yeah.
Guys, become a subscriber. That's the best thing you can do. Hit subscribe. Absolutely free. But if you want to put your money where your mouth is, become a Patreon for as little as $2 a month. And for $15 a month, you get the extra episodes.
And it's patreon.com/the 80s Montage podcast. But it will all be in our notes. So if you do forget it, have a look at the notes and find everything there. Also, like our YouTube video because the more people that like the video, the latest releases of the shows, the algorithm gets us through as well.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Absolutely. Nice one, guys. Thank you for listening. Such a great episode.
Yes, and we will see you next week. And I think next week we're going to do good old Charlie Butters' little episode, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to do a Patreon request. It's the least we can do for our new mate Charlie Butters.
Yeah.
Good on you guys.
Fantastic.
Good on you, Charlie. Thanks for the idea.
All right.
Nice one, guys. We're going to take off now, and if it's music matey
or cool shit from the 80s,
we're going to talk about it.
Unreal.